Alright, so here we go, video as promised. We got all our components out. I'm gonna just walk you through a little bit of how we take it out, the intricate parts. Alright, we already talked about we release the screws from the bottom. So you got 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all along the edges. Right? That's gonna be on the bottom. That allows us to take our top cover off. Once we take our top cover off, right, you're going to see this and you're going to see your screen. Now with this in your screen, right, you're also going to see these two little pieces of I guess hard plastic showing all your indicators. You got your check engine light to the left along with your turn signals and your neutral. Then to your right you got your gas, your high beam, and your oil pressure. Cool. We don't have to take off the ABS one that sits in the middle of this because it essentially comes off just fine. Alright, now on the inside, once this all sitting there, right, you got your 2 screws up here. You don't have to remove those, you just have to extend them and they'll be sitting in there. Now why I discussed these is because they sit right in here, right? You just pop them off. They got the little posts, you pop them off. They're actually hiding 2 screws. These 2 screws sitting right up here. This is one, this is the second one. So those 2 screws are sitting right on the bottom there. You want to make sure you take those out so you don't try to like pull the unit out and break it. Okay? Now that's not actually broken, it just looks, because it's superimposed, it's raised up a little bit. Good. Once you do that, right, you're able to unscrew this and take this out, right? When you take this out, there's a couple things you want to do. You're going to have your screen, which is right here, right? It's going to be sitting on this white pad. Pretty much that transfers all the data to the screen, right? Pretty much it writes the screen, blanks and unblanks it. So you have that sitting on that. There's 2 connections. There's your ribbon cable right here, and there's your two pin point connection right there. So once it's sitting on here like this, all right, they're gonna be sitting in here like that, right? So once that happens, you take off all the screws. We'll leave this separated here, alright, to show you something. So the first thing you want to do if you're going in is disconnect this little wire right here. The little wire has 2 pins, and you could just work it on the sides, right? And be careful not to damage any of the components. If you could take a little screwdriver, you work the right, left, so on and so forth, and you get that off. It just pops right off. It's cool. So once that's done, this is a little more difficult. You could take this off, right? And you essentially can't move it too far because you'll have this right here sitting on it. You just kind of like, since it's sitting here like this, you kind of just lean it back like that, right? So you lean it back so you expose where the ribbon cable is connected on the bottom. So let me see if I can get okay. There we go. So what you want to do is this little piece right here is actually holding in your ribbon cable on the bottom. So my phone focus is terrible. Focus, damn it. There we go. So you kind of ease it out on each side, right? I'm actually not touching the components, so don't worry. It's plastic, by the way, here. So you pull it out on each sides, which allows your ribbon cable to just pop right out. So you could slide it right out once this is extended. It tends to hold the ribbon cable in there. If you ever worked on a computer or anything of that nature, essentially the same way. You don't just want to pull the ribbon cable out because you're going to end up damaging it. Okay, well, it's a broke screen, so it wouldn't matter, but it'd be hell to get that piece out of there. Okay, so once you're done with that, you're able to lift it off, right? And then you have your screen, your actual LCD. Then you actually have your I guess your base that it sits on right here, and all the other stuff you take off. Be mindful of your screws. Make sure you know what screws go where. Like you have these 3 screws right here. Well, these 3 and the other 3. So you got 6 screws right here, which goes to the outside, right? You got these 2 screws right here, which are hidden, right? Then you got these 2 screws right here, which come from the bottom here and here. So once they come out of there, you're essentially pulled it apart. And for me, I got a new LCD. That damn thing was $1,000. Huh, still hurts me. Anyway, it's fine, it's good. I'll just take the new LCD from the new one and replace this old one right here. Drop it in there, should be good. All my data is still on this. I don't have to reprogram anything. I don't have to do anything of that nature. So I'm pretty set. So I'll just put this all back together. I'll go grab the other one off the other bike and the bike, and drop it in here. Boom, put it all together, be good to go. Start it off in reverse order, you know, connect all your connections, make sure they're tight. And of course you don't want to tighten everything down till the end, so you just make sure everything's in place before you tighten it all down. And again, you need a T6 for your, I guess it's your safety, forgot what these damn things are called. Anyway, T6 is what you need, okay? T8's too big, T10 is too big. Anything smaller than a T6, you're probably not going to get it to work, okay? Tamper seal, that's what it is. It's like the tamper-proof kit type deal. So I got a pretty basic one here from AutoZone. It has T6 through T30, and put my name on it just in case. Alright, that's all, folks. Happy tinkering, and don't hurt yourselves. And don't break stuff neither.